Hello, everyone, and welcome to another great episode of the Gridiron Glory here with Will and Tad, where we're going to talk about the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. We focus on all 32 NFL teams, and in this football game, we saw a 21-14 victory for the Cincinnati Bengals. This gets the Bengals back up to 3-4, back in contention in a loaded AFC. The Cleveland Browns fall to 1-6, and they also lose their starting quarterback Deshaun Watson for the season with an Achilles injury. A very unfortunate situation. Obviously, you know the past with Watson, you know the season he's having. It's been an unfortunate season, and he's had his own struggles and his own self-inflicted issues throughout the years. But regardless, you never want to see someone get injured like that, regardless of what you feel about Deshaun Watson. But I mean, just from a pure football perspective, you never want to see an injury like that. So moving forward, the options for the Browns at quarterback are Jameis Winston and Dorian Thompson-Robinson, who's dealing with some minor injury issues of his own. So we'll see what they do moving forward, but I would expect Jameis Winston to take the lead there moving forward. So what's your take on the Cleveland quarterback situation?
It's a very unfortunate situation. You know, you lose your franchise quarterback, then you are once again dealing with, I mean, this is nothing new to the Browns or their fans.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, they had their little playoff runs with Baker Mayfield, whatever. That just speaks to how good Baker Mayfield was more than anything. But outside of that, this is nothing new to this franchise. It's sad, really. It's sad because Tad, because you thought this franchise was going somewhere for a while, but no, here they are going back to what they're notoriously known for. So
yeah, definitely a rough game, a rough season for Cleveland. There was one bright side. There was one big bright side to the Browns game, and I'm sure all their fans at the stadium were very grateful to see Nick Chubb back in action. He scored a touchdown. Great to see for Nick Chubb. Obviously, we didn't know exactly if we'd get a chance to see Nick Chubb in action again, at least this soon. Last season, when we saw what happened on the Monday Night Football game against Pittsburgh, but really great to see Nick Chubb back in action, and hopefully that moment of joy was something that Browns fans can take away from this football game. With that being said, just a rough game, rough season. But for the Bengals, this was a win the Bengals had to have if they wanted to get back into contention. We see the rest of their division with both Baltimore and Pittsburgh getting up to 5-2. This was a win they just had to have, and they did it. Joe Burrow, 15 of 25, 181 yards, the 2 touchdowns, one to T. Higgins, one to Jamar Chase. Both of his top 2 receivers showed up, got the ball in the end zone. So, yeah, overall, the Bengals, they do what they can do, and they keep themselves in the game.
Well, yeah, and I'm really liking the storyline that the Bengals keep painting for us, right, Tad? You know, they get into deficits, right? It's the same kind of hype line with the Bengals, right? They get into they get themselves into these deficits, and then they start clawing their way back. It's like you said. I mean, it's like they have what they needed to do. They needed to come out here. They needed to get this win, and I'm just like, I'm loving the entertainment picture that they pictured for the NFL fans and their fan base of always being a resilient football team. And I mean, you got guys like T. Higgins and Jamar Chase that both scored really big touchdowns for this ball club. And I mean, Joe Burrow, he got sacked 3 times, but still found a way to throw the 2 touchdowns. Didn't have any interceptions. So I was really impressed with Joe Burrow there, and then obviously the big defensive touchdown from Charlie Jones, a massive play there for the Bengals. And
Kickoff return.
What's up?
Kickoff return. Charlie Jones had the kickoff return touchdown.
Oh, sorry, I misspoke there. Yes, Charlie Jones. Yes, that's right. That's right. Charlie Jones had the kickoff return that, was very explosive. But what was your take on that moment?
I mean, yeah, when you saw Charlie Jones get loose there, you wondered if he was going to be able to avoid the sideline, stay in bounds, and at the end, he did a great job just steering clear and getting the job done, getting to the end zone. A very explosive playmaker in the return game. He hasn't done a whole ton in the receiving game. He's a receiver as well, but he's a special teams weapon.
Absolutely. So yeah, Charlie Jones with a big touchdown there on the kickoff return.
For sure.
There you have it. Bengals win 21-14 against their AFC North rivals. Unless you had any final thoughts or takes.
Yeah, just some final thoughts for the Bengals next week. They'll be playing host to the Philadelphia Eagles in the game between Joe Burrow and Jalen Hurts. That should be a very interesting football game. And then looking at Cleveland trying to rebound off their 1-6 start with their whoever they end up choose at quarterback. Doesn't get any easier for Cleveland as they're going up against Baltimore, and we saw what Baltimore can do. So that good luck, Cleveland. I hope you have a good time. Good luck. That's all I had.
I mean, it is the NFL, and anything can happen.
For
all we know, Cleveland could shock us and win this game.
They could
somehow. I mean, you never know.
It's the NFL.
But I don't like my chances to take that. So there you have it. Bengals win 21-14. Dad? Yeah,
thank you for following along, watching the Gridiron Glory. Please like and subscribe to continue watching our quality content throughout the year. Thanks for watching.